Good morning, darlings. I am Lily Laboratory. Has anybody ever told you that they could dig to the other side of the earth? Well, Miss Lily is here to tell you that that is not possible. Okay? Now, I want to show you today a model of the earth. I know you have seen one of these before. This is called a globe. Good. All right. Now, a model of the earth is a globe, but also there are other types of models. Models are representations of other things. Now, so here we are in Florida, and somebody says if you dug to the other side of the earth, we would be in China. Well, that's true, but it is not possible to go through the earth, and I'm going to show you why. Now, there are 3 parts to the earth, and Hand is going to show you these 3 sections. So watch carefully. All right. Hand is pointing now to the core. The core is the very low part of the earth inside the earth. There are 2 sections to the core. You have the inner core and the outer core. The next section is called the mantle. The mantle is also made up of 3 sections. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Then the third section, major section of the earth, is called the crust. We are on the crust. Okay, very nice. Now, we're going to come back now, and I'm going to show you a model of the earth. Okay. Miss Lily went out and bought a beautiful little cylindrical glass jar. See? Now, the very first layer of the earth is called the inner core. What I did was, my model, I started out with a little flat pancake of aluminum foil, and that represents the lower inner core of the earth. This core is 800 miles thick. Now, the next section of the core is called the outer core. And I made this, the inner core is made out of nickel and iron. It's very, very hard. The next layer I made out of a Ziploc bag, and I put a little bit of water in it because the outer core is a lot of liquid. It's liquid melted nickel and iron. Wow! It's like liquid down there in the middle part of the earth. The next section is the mantle, but the mantle, like I told you, is made up of 3 different parts. Okay, the first part is called the deep mantle. And Miss Lily made this out of salt ceramic dough. At the end of the show, you're going to see how to make that too. All right. Now, I'm going to place that down in there, right on top of the liquid outer core. Very nice. This is made out of really hard rock, which is one reason why we can't dig through the earth. The next layer is the middle of the mantle, and it is called the asthenosphere. All right. Now, a good friend of mine made this out of clay because it's not like this part of the mantle. It's not hard. Amazingly, in the middle part of our earth, we have slow-moving, semi-solid rock. And that's what this is made of, the asthenosphere. All right, that's the middle section. Now, the continents of our earth float sort of on this layer. And so sometimes when we have land break apart, it's because of this layer called the asthenosphere. The next layer of the mantle is called the upper mantle. Miss Lily also made this out of salt ceramic dough because it is hard. This is very hard rock inside the earth. Now, I have all the layers of the mantle right here. The mantle total is 1,800 miles thick. That's pretty fat. All right. Now we're getting near the top. The next layer is called the crust. I made this out of cardboard, and I colored it black so you could see it really well. This is what is on top of the mantle. This is a very thin layer of the earth. It ranges from 4 miles thick to 40 miles thick. 4 miles thick under the ocean, about 20 miles thick under the continents, and it's 40 miles thick under the big heavy parts, the mountains. So our crust kind of goes like this. Okay, now on top of the crust is where we are. And guess what I made that out of? I'm going to put that there because I don't want to make a big mess out of my beautiful model. You know what this is? Earth. And plain old dirt. All right. And we have tried and we have tried. And we have tried to dig through the earth, but there is no way. We have only been able to dig down to the crust. That's all. Because everything is so hard that we do not have the machinery yet to do it. But with technology and you smart guys, I bet you come up with something like that. Maybe we'll learn to dig through the other side of the earth. Okay, so remember, on top is where we live. We don't live underneath or inside the earth. I want to tell you just a minute how hot it is. Down inside in the core, in the inner core, the very bottom, it is 13,000 degrees Fahrenheit. That is like really, really hot. And the outer core and the mantle, they are 8,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Cools off a little bit there, huh? Okay, then we come on up and it gets cooler and cooler until we get up here to where we live. And then we have nice breezy days, 72 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay. Remember that our model is not from the inside out. So I wanted to show you that I cut open a hard-boiled egg here, and I want you to think of the earth. There is the inner core, or the core, and it's the size of the moon. Then the white part is the mantle, and of course the outside is the crust. That's where we live, on the outside. Okay, teachers, I want you to notice that I've got a mini version of my great big model, and this is how I made it. Take a baby food jar, in the bottom, wad up a little bit of aluminum foil, and then a little bit of saran wrap, which represents the outer core, salt ceramic dough, regular clay, salt ceramic dough, and then we have the crust, a little piece of cardboard, and dirt on the top. Okay, then they can take it home and they can show it to their parents. Very nice. Okay. So remember that our earth is made up of 3 parts. And remember our model. I'll see you next time on Lily Laboratory. Bye-bye, darling.